is that long COVID I hear? Guys, how you doing? Welcome to Salty Docs. JR's got long COVID. And he swears that it's allergies. No.
No.
You hear that? You guys hear that? I'm not crazy. JR's got long COVID. It's not me. That's Fauci.
No, it's your room's dusty, dude.
Oh, here we go. Now he's blaming the room on the dustiness. Can you guys believe that? Can you believe that? Guys, we're back, and it's time to cancel JR. Once and for all.
No, I don't have long COVID. I don't.
You don't have long COVID?
No. But I am coughing because it's dusty, and I don't know what kind of water you gave me.
Oh, yeah, I gave you cough water, dude. That's what it is. My God, my buddy here, JR. Do I talk to you mean?
No, you talk to me like the way my uncles talked to me when I was a little kid.
Yeah, straighten the fuck up, boy. Yeah, they talk to you because you need to be straightened out. And that's how I talk to you. All right, so every now and then I kind of go, am I being mean, a little too hard on him? But it's like a little, boy you're trying to teach. You want him to do stuff, you go, hey, come on.
Yeah.
Come on, you're doing it wrong, man.
Why do you ask? Did someone say that you're bullying me?
No.
Did they DM you and tell you you're bullying me? Like
Not at all. I kind of just was trying to be a good Samaritan and thinking like, dude, if I'm being a little too harsh on him, because I know my dad was really hard on me. That's why I know. I was like, but I turned out all right.
But I don't look at you as a father.
I beg to differ. I strongly beg to differ, my friend. And our listeners know that you are a son to me of sorts. He's got like my son, like a lot of shit. He'll be, how do I do this? Like he'll, and I know he wants to ask a question because he goes, and he'll like, before he gets to the actual question, which is fine. Some people don't know, and you got to teach them, and that's okay. What's up, man? How you been?
I've been good, dude. I think I don't have long COVID because I've been testing myself every day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because I was worried.
We were supposed to record the podcast, and JR goes, I think I have COVID. And then I go, all right, cool. Well, yeah, you said, hold on. Let me tell these good people what they came to hear. Hold it. Try to hold the cough in. So I called JR, go, hey, let's do the podcast. He goes, I can't. I have COVID. And I said, well, shit. We don't want to jeopardize, everyone's health here at the studio. We don't want to jeopardize the whole studio's health. So why don't we take a break? You get better. And then, we'll go from there. Or we'll do another podcast. We've certainly had long breaks before from episodes. Why don't we just take a little time and you get better and then we'll do the podcast? And he goes, and I quote, okay, Dad. Amir, I love you. And I said, okay. And I said, bye. Then 2 nights go by, maybe a night goes by, and I'm at the Laugh Factory, of all places. I'm doing my show at the Laugh Factory. I'm on a show. And all of a sudden, I see another friend of ours, Renee Vaca. He's there, and I go, and I'm like, what's up? He goes, hey. He goes, JR's here. I said, what? 2 days after I talked to him, and this fool supposedly had COVID. And I go, I better not see this motherfucker around this club right now. Because from what he told me, he couldn't do the podcast because he had COVID. All of a sudden, I see this motherfucker come out of nowhere. And he's got a test, one of those rapid tests in his hand. And he goes, hey. And I'm like, what's up? He goes, what's up, man? And the COVID's no more. I said, you got to be out of your fucking mind, dude. He brought, he brought it with him, because he knew I would be like, oh, what the fuck? I thought you had COVID. He's like, no, look. So, okay, that was my side of the story. Now you're
a fucking liar, dude.
All right, explain what happened.
No, because the timing of it all, it's like a day goes by.
It was a day or two.
No, it was like 3 days. It was 3 days. And then this is what I did. I said, I'm down to do the podcast. But honestly, bro, I've been coughing, runny nose. I took a PCR test, and I haven't got my results. And you're like, you have COVID. And I go, nah, I don't think I do. You're like, yup, you got COVID.
Hold on, you left one major thing, okay? Yeah, you said, I have symptoms. I have a sore throat.
Yeah.
I got runny nose.
And I took the PCR test, and I haven't got my results back.
Exactly. And I could tell, right? You said you lost your sense of taste. You said that.
No.
I said, did you lose your taste? You're like, I don't know. And then I said, well, you sure as hell lost your sense of humor. I know I said that, so I don't know what strand of COVID you got, but you did lose your sense of humor. And that's been gone. So I don't know what kind of long COVID you've been suffering from over the years. But if you guys can get a vaccine or a booster shot for that, please help my boy out. Am I too mean to him? You tell me.
No.
This is what we call hazing in the comedy community. And a lot of times I don't realize how mean I'm being in public to like a comedian friend, because other people outside of the comedian world, they might not operate in that same space, of like making fun of each other. Like we're always roast. Sure, stratosphere. JR wants to throw a word that has nothing to do with nothing.
No, that's a good way. I just got excited. It made sense, dude.
Yeah, they don't operate in that realm, if you will. So sometimes I'll be a little too harsh. Like comics, we constantly roast each other and we're making fun of each other all the time. And that's just how it is. But that's, I think, how we cope with shit. Like a lot of us have coped with that. That's why some of us have good crowd work. And we could roast like an audience or something like that. If someone's heckling, you kind of can get after them because you're good at that roast shit. Because we've just been around, other comics and in green rooms and stuff like that. And those are the times those are the type of places I thrive in. Shit talking environments. So, yeah, if I'm being too harsh on them, fuck him.
I feel like someone told you something.
Constantly. Sarah just told me.
She did?
Yeah, she said, talk nicer to him.
Really?
Yeah. And I said, well, and I just kind of rethinked it. And then I was like, shit, I'm becoming my dad.
No, dude. I like shit talking, though. I grew up with shit talking.
Yeah. But I mean, I heard you can't even come unless some girl tells you ain't shit.
Hey, if a girl can roast me, I fucking become more attracted to her.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, all those girls that were, wanting to get at JR, come up and tell him he ain't shit, dude. I guarantee you. If you see JR at a show, as a matter of fact, and you're a woman and you're interested, walk up to him and go, hey, man, your comedy was, you ain't shit. Maybe we got a shot. All right?
Oh, you're fucking funny ass, bro. You're pretty funny, dude. Hey, what happened?
What?
What happened when, because we were going to box, and then.
Damn, you brought it up? I swear to God, this is for the record. Super into boxing. Right before the pandemic, I was getting into boxing, and then everything got shut down, so I couldn't go. Then I started to box. Mayweather Gym opened up right here. It's kind of like an Instagram gym where people go and take videos, and it's not too much like a boxing gym, but it is good for cardio and doing like the circuit training where you go bag to bag, and there's all these different types of bags. It's a lot of fun. Cool people there. There's a bunch of cool trainers. And if you really want to get down and do like serious boxing, you can there too. There's people that can teach you technique and all that.
You're going to put the link on the bottom?
Yeah, I can. And the motherfucker still charged me. Either way, the point is I've been boxing and it's a lot of fun. And then JR goes, oh, Chicho, you better get ready. I'm going to fuck you up. And he started telling me that he's taking boxing classes too. Now I was like, all right, man. And I've been sparring, motherfucker. I've been in there sparring and shit, right? With my homie Vincent Ruiz, who's one of the trainers there. And, I'm just fucking around. We don't go full speed. I'm definitely learning, but I'm getting a little sharper. And I know it's like probably he's giving me the confidence because he's not going full speed. So I'm like, that's what they do there. If you go to a boxing gym, they'll like, oh yeah, man. And they'll let you have a couple rounds and they whoop your ass and you end up on Instagram as a meme getting knocked out. So I was not going to say anything. I was like, oh, let JR. I haven't really been hearing about him training or anything like that. I don't know if he knows how to box. But he's been telling me, man, I've been getting on it. And he's like, we should set up like a sparring match. And I was like, oh, cool. All right.
Yeah, we had 3. It's supposed to be in June.
Oh, so you got the date? Do you have the venue? Is it the MGM Grand? Where do you want to do this, bro?
No, I could go home court, your home court, go to your boxing gym.
You want to go there?
Well, you can come to my boxing gym.
Still more. I can't be at your grandma's house past a certain hour. You been going to a gym?
I did 2 classes.
I'm telling you, bro.
But I've been VR boxing every other day.
This fucking guy.
It's shadow boxing. It's still shadow boxing.
I'll tell you right now, when we get in the ring, bro, I'm not gonna be a shadow, my guy. This fucking guy. He's asking for it, so we'll see. And I'd love for him to kick my ass in there, and then we'll put whatever happens, we're gonna put it on the podcast. All right? And we'll have some stakes. Maybe we'll like set some stakes. Like if I win, something happens. If he wins.
But we're not gonna go full out. I don't want to damage you.
No, yeah, okay. Well, then we won't go full out, dude. I don't want to get, I don't want to get my head taken off by this guy.
No, but
is there a sarcasm filter I can put on?
No, but we were gonna go to your gym, remember? And then,
well, my gym, it's like the Mayweather thing. I don't think they allow sparring. Sometimes we'll do it like, we do it kind of low key, but it's like we're training.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So they're not allowed to have just like two random guys boxing. So you got to be kind of with an instructor or some shit, But like I can't.
Yeah. But I was gonna go to your gym to do like a little workout.
Yeah, we'll go there, dude. We'll go there. You get the workout. I'm telling you, it's a great exercise. If you guys ever thought about boxing as a fitness and cardio exercise, it's excellent. And you feel good. And for me, it's like 45 minutes. Like each class is usually 45 or an hour. And within that time, I burn almost like 1,000 calories, dude. It's on the lines of, for me, like not CrossFit, Orange Theory. There's like Orange Theory gyms, but it's like those circuit training gyms where you go from one machine to the next machine to the next machine. So you'll do that at the boxing gym. You'll be on one bag, like a heavy bag, and then you go to the, the teardrop bag, and then you go to the long bag, and then you go to the whatever, the
Do they put you on a bike
ball.
too?
Yeah, well, they don't have a bike there, but they got like the rowing machine.
Mm-hmm.
They got a skill mill, which is like the treadmill that has that little curve, and you kind of control the speed by how fast you're running. And then they have the bobs, which are the stand-up ones that look like a punching bag. That looks like a guy.
Yeah.
That one, and then they have weights. They have all sorts of weights, so you might do like squats, and then they got the ropes,
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool. It's a full rounded. If you really want to get into it, it's a full rounded thing.
Yeah, it's not that, and it's cheap compared to the gym.
I think it's like $129 a month or something, or I don't know if it's changed, but it's like that. But check them out. They're the Mayweather boxing gyms, and like I said, it's LA, so like mine's on Hollywood and Highland, so you're gonna get like a lot of like these Instagram models and stuff like that, which is cool. They come in there and they're just doing it, and you by just hitting the bags and doing all the workouts, you're gonna burn calories. Yeah. And then there are some real boxer guys that are just like working on their form and stuff like that.
I'm gonna let you know though, the reason I think I could take you is because you've been like sending little clips of yourself as boxing.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you're sending like the worst ones.
It could be a tactic.
Like I don't know if you're sending the worst ones, but you're like, oh, look at me boxing. I'm like, not impressive.
Well, it's gonna be a different thing, little Nissan Impreza. You're gonna be fucking pretty impressed. Hey, you're gonna be pretty impressed when I get there and touch you up a little bit. I think it's gonna be incredible for you to see my range. Like,
You do have long arms. So
but your fat ass is like, maybe I'm giving up 30, 40 pounds fighting you. You know what I'm saying? Because we got the panzón of the fucking West. What's your boxing name, JR?
I'll pay Juan Ruiz Romero.
This is your same name as your fucking the name you wanted to ghostwrite under, you fucking bitch ass motherfucker. All right, guys. In the comments, would you please put JR's boxing name? You can come up with boxing names for either of us. For me, I think it's called Chiopilin Jones.
That's pretty good.
Chiopilin?
Yeah, I got the little southpaw.
Are you southpaw?
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be a rough day at the office for you.
Really?
Oh yeah, bro.
Because you're left-handed, huh?
No, I'm right-handed. I box conventional, yeah.
Really? But you're left-handed.
That's why it's gonna be a rough day for you, bro.
Oh.
The jab may be strong. The jab may be stronger than those videos appear. Anyways, that's gonna happen, guys. I'm telling you, we're gonna have a little sparring match between me and JR at some point. And who knows? He told me, he goes, Amir. He told me one time, he goes, I don't know, Amir. Sometimes I see red. I was like, fuck. And you know what's going to happen when he gets in the boxing room? He's going to see the most red he's ever seen. Because this is his opportunity for all the shit talking I've done to him over the years to get back. And I swear to God, like, I would, like, on a normal day, or if JR was fighting another guy on my skill level, I'd say, oh, he'd probably lose. But with me, you know when they, like, a mom will be on fucking, like, that maternal instinct will kick in and she'll fucking lift up a whole SUV to pick up her baby? This motherfucker, like, something will kick in that he'll just want to rip me to shreds. And that's a risk I'm willing to take.
Yeah, all right.
So it's on, bro. We're going to set the date, but it's going to be in June, you said?
June. Yeah,
right.
First week of June. Or yeah. First week of June.
Now we're getting serious.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go, boy.
I'm telling you, I'm good, dude.
I'm telling you, you better start training, dude. Heaven forbid I take you into deep water, dude. You're going to be huffing and puffing like more than you're doing right now with the long COVID. You want to go to the next segment, JR?
Yeah.
Let's do it. So, guys, there was a segment we used to do. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, we've kind of stopped doing it, but we're going to bring it back, and it's Headlines with Punchlines. That's my favorite effect, dude.
All right. I'm just going to rattle them off. And so, cow fell into swimming pool in England.
All right. So, JR apparently was in England recently.
Can we buzzer that? Can we?
If you guys like that as a point, go ahead. These are headlines I have not heard that JR is just rattling off. So go ahead. And then I have to say the first thing that comes to my mind, and then we can talk about it if we so choose. That to me is not a crazy headline. A fucking cow falling into a swimming pool, especially in England, it seems like very feasible. Is there any more to the story?
Yeah, let me click on this. That's just the headline. So I'm just giving you the headlines. Now it says a 600 kilogram farm animal, right? kg, was hoisted out after spending about 4 hours in a watery predicament.
This segment is either JR learns to read or headlines with punchlines, but I think either case, it's good for both of us. We get a good laugh. He learns a little bit of fucking the English vernacular. Okay, let's go to the next headline, JR June.
Okay, let's go. Cat went missing. Find after.
Guys, I mean, it writes itself.
No, wait.
I might have to bring in.
It's just so stupid the way they write it, dude.
Well, that's what they're eye-catching headlines.
All right. Cat went missing. Found 5 years on a boat. That's exactly what it says.
Cat went missing. Found 5
years on a boat. I swear to you.
What? Read it again.
Cat went missing, comma, found 5 years on a boat.
Found 5 years later on, or spent 5 years on a boat.
I'm guessing.
Seemed like this cat just fucking leveled up. Probably just got on some fishing boat. He's like eating good. I mean, can you blame the cat?
Yeah.
I can blame the cat. I think that's a good look for that kitty, man. Hell yeah.
You want to know his nickname?
Go ahead.
One-Eyed Joe.
One-Eyed Joe?
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this. Did the eye go missing before or after he took off to the fucking fishing boat? Because if it was before, I know damn sure why he left.
So let me keep reading. Prison staff found One-Eyed Joe in shipping container on an offshore oil rig.
This changes everything. So I thought he went and like jumped on some cool little fishing boat with some wooden leg captain. This motherfucker got stuck in a shipping container. That's different. How did he survive in there? So they're saying that he was stuck on a fucking boat for 5 years on a shipping container?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think we need to know more to the story.
His real name is Dexter.
Thank you for that information, JR.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
He was marooned on the fishing boat from Scottish mainland. From the Scottish mainland.
We got to stop. With the more info you give, the worse it gets.
I don't know, dude.
What's the next story?
All right. Taco Bell is bringing back the Mexican pizza.
Ooh!
Boy.
Why the fuck did they ever take it away? Taco Bell! Why did you ever take away our beloved Mexican pizza? They should have never taken away that thing. I swear to God, I go to Taco Bell. If you want diarrhea right away, you will go to a drive-thru. Sometimes, we'll be like on the road.
Yeah.
Taco Bell's legitimate, dude. For a late-night high guy snack, Taco Bell is one of the best ways to go over any other fast food. If I can be honest, I prefer Taco Bell. And that Mexican pizza was my go-to, brother.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of the most unique thing on the menu, right? Like everything else is kind of the same ingredients mixed together. Mexican pizza is too, but it's kind of presented in a different way a little bit. So I really enjoyed a Mexican pizza. And then they took it away. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? So I had to go to a fucking Crunchwrap Supreme because that's the next option of something weird, right? But the Mexican pizza, man, can't go wrong with that shit. I'm glad they're bringing it back. When does that come back?
It doesn't say, but they're bringing it back. Actually, they credit TikTok for bringing it back.
Why?
Because everybody was talking shit.
Oh, that's great. See?
Yeah.
So TikTok is useful for something.
Yeah. You can make a Mexican pizza, though. I've made Mexican pizzas and a Crunchwrap Supreme. Homemade.
Well, you can make all that shit, but why?
Yeah, dude. I don't know. You get high, make a Crunchwrap Supreme.
That's what's up. I just don't think like I would ever have those ingredients offhand, like on hand.
You do. You have them. You just think you don't.
What are you talking about?
All you need is like ground beef, and you got everything.
I don't have the crunchy shell. I don't have the fucking tortilla.
Tortilla, you could fucking just crunch it. It's a fucking tortilla. Put a
Here's-
little oil.
Here's what JR fails to recognize. Some cultures will have certain foods in their cupboard. And for me, I'm Iranian, so I have a bunch of Iranian shit you might not even find in your cupboard. I might have sangak bread on your ass. Or I might have some fucking, sadaf tea. Right? Tea. That's sadaf. You don't have that. I'd be like, you have it? Everybody has it? Like, that would be like me telling you, like, yeah, just get the sangak and you make it crispy. And you put a little paneer and fucking carrot or fucking honey. Like, that would be like me doing that. So your culture has that. We don't have that.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But, dude, if you make it at home, is it better?
It's actually dope.
Is it better? Because I like their, like, sloppy shit.
Nah,
Like,
it's better. It's better because it feels healthier. And, like, as you're making it, you're getting, like, your mouth is salivating for it.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Because
nice.
you got to be smoking weed while you do it, too. You can't just.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever, like, just been, like middle of the day go, I'm going to go to Taco Bell.
No.
You know? Like, who the fuck is doing that? I guess, like, are you just, like, in the middle of the day going, I'm going to go have taco? Like, I get the rest of the day shot. You know what I'm saying? If you go, I'm going to go to Jack in the Box right now for lunch. That's like a late night. Nothing else is open. Like, oh, there's fast food. I get it. Or you're on a road trip. Hey, I'll eat a fucking Taco Bell in the middle of a road trip. Mm. You stop somewhere. You've been driving for fucking 6 hours. One time, me and Andy, my buddy Andy Kozel, who's another comic, we were on the road. I forget where the fuck it is. Either on the way to Vegas or one of these road gigs that we drove to. It was like Arizona or Vegas or something. We stopped at this place, and it had all of the fast foods, and we were high as shit, dude.
All of them.
It had all of them. It had, like, fucking Burger King, McDonald's, fucking Taco Bell, Subway.
Yeah.
Arby's on your ass.
All of them.
Arby's, you gotta be really, really high to get Arby's.
Yeah, dude, their fries are good.
Buddy, we got one thing from everywhere. And we kind of did a tasting, dude. Little white trash kings.
Yeah, that was
It
actually
was pretty
dope.
fucking dope, dude. Yeah, we just did a little tasting. We got a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of that.
I remember, you don't remember this because you guys want to sleep, but when we were in Vegas with Jack Jr., and we were a little bit on the shroomies, and then you guys were like, I'm hungry. And I go, I'll go get it.
My God, dude.
I spent $60 on fucking. I spent $60 on Jack in the Box and fucking Taco Bell and McDonald's.
Oh my God.
And then I come back and both you bitches are cuddled up in the bed.
Damn, yeah, I remember that. I remember at one point, just me and Jack were fucking laughing so hysterically, dude. And I was on the bed, and then he was on an ottoman or a couch, like off in the distance, and he was like, "I'm melting," and then it felt like I was in the safe zone,
Yeah. Hey, that was a fun trip, dude. Because we watched that movie that was really bad, and we just commented on the movie the whole night.
Yeah, what was that movie? I remember.
It was it was The Assassin.
The Assassin. Yeah.
And I spent another $60 on fucking snacks when I went down to the fucking.
I don't know if this is just like JR.
Hey, I'm just bringing this up.
Airing his grievances, or if he's asking for money now. Guys, what does it sound like to you? Because at first I was like, oh, cool. I think he was adding the dollar amount for a comedic effect. But I think this motherfucker wants his money back. From the way I'm hearing it, he's going, Venmo me $120. That's how I hear it. So correct me if I'm wrong, my man. Are you saying the dollar price is for the price of the price? Or to educate the people on how much shit costs?
This is your mushrooms. You spend a lot of money on snacks.
Dude, I honestly don't remember. But I remember you saying, oh, I'm going to go get food or some shit. And then, like, you came home with all this stuff. Did we wake up and we just fucking ate it all?
No, fucking the lady cleaned it all out.
My God. I swear to you, my God.
My God. Anyways, the fucking Mexican pizza's back.
That's back. All right, cool.
All right. I got another headline. Uber driver took photo of dropped off food, then took it.
I think that's a smart ass Uber driver. That's pretty. I mean, why aren't they doing that all the time? Like, if I was a fucking if I was a Amazon guy, this is how shitty of a human being I am. If I was an Amazon guy, I would take pictures and be like, oh, You take a picture and you just fucking pick it up. Well, dude, everything you got to imagine now, everything is being recorded. So I think that's why a lot of times these guys, if they're shitty people and we're gonna do that, they know that they're gonna be caught on tape, stealing food or something.
Yeah, that's so funny, dude. You can see it right here. He just drops it off, takes a picture, and then just grabs it and walks back.
I forget it was someone's Instagram. They were like they had just put somebody was dog sitting for a friend of theirs.
Mhm.
The dog sitter who was dog sitting didn't live in the building, but just was dog sitting. Came out and stole one of the Uber Eats orders. Like she was like looking at it, and then you see her like looking at it, and she just grabs it and looks around, and then they have her on fucking bright ass camera.
Oh,
like,
that's so funny, dude. What if she was hungry? She didn't eat all day.
yeah,
Don't
but
have
dude,
no
it's somebody
mind.
else's food though. I mean, she lived in the fucking building. It wasn't like she was like a homeless lady or something.
I'd only forgive it if you were like 21 or younger.
Yeah, but then she also came back and wrote a letter and goes, "I accidentally took your food." Like, what do you mean accidentally? You fucking ate the food, bitch. Like, did you order that? Like, what are the chances you ordered the same exact thing that I ordered? And then you opened it up and go, "Oh, this is it," and you ate it all. All right, JR, hit us with the next headlines with punchlines.
A graduate class in Texas features 35 sets of twins and 1 set of triplets.
That's a lot of the same looking people, right? I mean, you got to assume in that class there was people that like got together with, you know, twins that got together with twins. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And then that's a whole fiasco. That's like a reality show or something. But I think what's happening now, like a lot, I bet you that and I don't know if this is scientifically proven, but I think that a lot of people are having twins nowadays because there's a lot of
Fertility drugs.
fertility
and stuff
drugs
like
and shit like that. And it's causing people to have a lot more sets of twins and whatnot.
we had this story where like the parents had 4 sets of twins. They were the same people, but they were 10 years apart.
4 sets of twins? 10
Yeah,
years?
so they were the exact same. It was the exact same DNA, but they were 10 years apart.
Just,
so there's
just
4
2
people.
sets. Oh, yeah, 4 people.
So there were 4 people that were exactly the same.
Yeah.
But they were 10 years apart.
That doesn't make sense.
That's how it was. I swear to God.
What the fuck are you talking about? So it was 4 people that looked exactly the same?
But they were 10 years apart.
How?
That was the story.
So it was supposed to be quadruplets?
They were quadruplets, but they were 10 years apart. You get what I'm saying?
Come on, dude.
I fucking swear, dude. I'm not.
Do you guys believe that? Is that even possible to have 2 sets of 4? Okay, so there were supposed to be 4 total born together,
Yeah.
but only 2 were born, and then 10 years later, another 2 were born. That's a fucking 10-year pregnancy, mama.
No. I don't mean they were 10-year pregnant. It was just like they had the same kid, the same person, 10 years apart.
They cloned these motherfuckers?
I don't know. Watch. Sets of twins.
Shit. I don't know.
born-
Guys, I don't know. You tell me. Does that seem possible? That 2 sets of twins that are identical are born 10 years apart? Unless you're remembering the story differently or wrong.
Twins born in different years. Yeah.
Well, that's possible.
I mean, yeah. That's,
Like they'll do something where they go, the first twin was born.
in 2001.
Yeah, and then it was New
2022.
Year's,
Yeah, it was New
and then
Year's.
fucking like
The
8
Genesis
hours later, the
21.
other one came out or some
This one.
bullshit. Ain't that some bullshit? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, on this episode of JR's Bullshit, that's our new segment. It's called JR is Full of Shit. How's this frame over here? Is this okay? You can't see the door?
No, I can't see the door.
Great. All right, guys, we're gonna go moving on. A lot of times I've been looking at the clock and it's like 11:11 or 1:11. You know, like I'm getting a lot of that.
It's 11:11 right now.
It is, right?
Yeah. Good
So-
shit's gonna happen.
I always like to think that it means you're in the right place at the right time and exactly where you're supposed to be in life. Except for JR's in the room with me, so that makes no sense. Why would I be hanging out with this low-level guy?
I don't know. This is your movie, so you're putting me in your movie, so you have to blame for
Well, I'll tell you what. If I'm directing this movie, I'd give you a lot less lines.
it.
If I could, if this was my movie, I would cut your mic.
Oh my God.
What else, JR John?
We were in San Diego.
Oh, that's right. We did San Diego. We did the La Jolla Comedy Store. That was
Yeah.
a lot. Oh, my God. Jeez Louise. So, I was doing La Jolla Comedy Store. I take a couple buddies down. The best thing about the La Jolla Comedy Store is you get to take a couple of your friends with you to open for you. And they used to have a comedy condo that was right on the water. Beautiful place. I don't know if I've talked about this on the podcast. I may have before.
No, you have.
Okay, great. Anyway, we go down there, and the La Jolla Comedy Store is one of my favorite clubs in the whole country because it's a small, dark room. It's like perfect for stand-up. The acoustics are great, and just really, really fun shows. And years previous, we'd all stay in the condo. The comedy condo for La Jolla was like right on the water, on the beach, facing the pier with this gorgeous view. And it's like a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. And you're right on the beach, you know? So if you go in the summer months, it's an excellent time. So we went, a couple weeks ago? I brought Ari. I brought Ari Manis, who's another funny comic we've talked about on the podcast. And then JR, for whatever reason, I brought this fucking guy. So anyway, we're doing the shows. Shows are great. And last time we went to Mexico. We went to Mexico to meet our doctor, or meet our friend, Dr. Ornelius. No, to meet our friend, Dr. Ornelius. We did a whole podcast on it.
Yeah.
So that's there if you want to find that episode, Dr. Ornelius Mexico trip. And Ari was there. It was Ari's birthday, and we fucking... and we ended up not celebrating his birthday and doing some other dumb shit that he didn't want to do. Anyway, this last time we're like, dude, let's go to Mexico again. We'll go have lunch in Mexico, and we'll come back, and then we'll do our show at night. So we go to where there's the outlets right by the border. We park the car. We go into the border, right? As soon as we get in to the Mexican border, we see that the line to get back to the United States is it's like 5 miles long. Dude, it's so long. It's like, so if we were like, we got in at what, like 1 or 2 o'clock?
We got in, I saw the time, it was like 1:45.
Yeah, like about 1:45, 2 o'clock almost, right? We got into Mexico. Now, that line where it started, we wouldn't have got back into the States until about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night.
The guy said it was like a 6-hour wait.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the guy was like, I was like, is this a line to get back? He goes, yeah, man, it's about a 6-hour wait.
It was incredible. I've never seen it that long before. And it was the walking line. So we thought we were going to save time by not driving in because we've been stuck coming back, and it took us like 4 hours in the car to get back across.
But you know what? We fucked up because we also went on Sunday.
Oh my God, yeah.
Sunday.
So it was Sunday. It was our last day. So we're like, let's go to Mexico and get it done. But that was probably the dumbest day to do it because, you know, everybody comes and goes. Like if you're, working in Mexico or visiting family or whatever, they all go back and forth on that day. So it was just a fucking horrible idea. So now we're already in Mexico, and I think I took one picture.
We took a picture before we went in.
Yeah, this is it. Like, it was like the Mexican thing. We're like, yeah, this is going to be a start to another fun adventure. And we fucking go in. Then we see that huge line. We look at each other and we're like, shit, well, what are we going to do? We can't miss the show.
Dude, Ari was the funniest, though, because he just looked at it. He goes, look, guys, we fucked up.
And he couldn't have been more accurate, dude. And we're like, shit. So now we have the option. Do we go eat and then try to come back and do this line and try to see if we can get in? But if we're all not there, the show's over. There's not going to be a show. So we're like, fuck. Ari and I both had global entry. So we're like, dude, we got global entry. Let's just go to the front. JR fucking doesn't have global entry. It's like, dude, if you travel at all and we go to Canada all the time together, get the fucking global entry. I've been telling him for years, he finally got TSA pre-check. Finally. And TSA pre-check, if you don't have that, get that shit. It's just so much faster, dude. When you're flying, it's like the thing people hate about traveling is that security check line a lot of times. And you can just alleviate that by doing one test, and it lasts for 5 years. It's like one, not test. It's like one interview with whatever, and they give you the TSA pre-check if you clear everything. Just makes your life a lot easier. So we both have global entry. Me and Ari have global entry. So we're like, fuck, okay, this huge line's there. Let's go to the front and see if we can just get through if there's another line for global entry, because this can't be. And it looked like it was a lot of like local, like it was actually Mexican people waiting in line to come back across the border. So we're like, fuck. So as entitled asshole Americans, we start walking toward the front of the line because we're like, dude, we might as well try to go back now.
And it took us like 15, 20 minutes to walk.
Dude, it took us 20, 30 minutes to get to the front of the line. Yeah, and it kept, remember, it was, some parts would go back and forth.
Yeah.
And so we just kept going toward the border. Then we get to the final of the border. This thing like fucking funnels into one line. There was like a little bit of a, right? Like a little global entry.
Yeah, it was global entry and then regular entry. And then by the end, it just turned into one line.
Yeah, it became one line, and it was very short, the global entry. So we're like, oh, shit, let's go. So we go to just go back to the States. We're literally in Mexico for 20, 30 minutes, and all that was just waiting in line, walking through the line. So as we're walking through, there's a bunch of guys going, hey, you want to jump to the front? You want to jump to the front? We're like, well, let's go see first, because there's guys there trying to get money to like take you. They have somebody like in the line waiting as a placeholder, so they'll like charge you like whatever it is, $50, $100.
No, they're charging $100.
Yeah, $100 to take you, walk you up to the front, and then you jump in line with the person that's already waiting there. So we're like, shit, we already see that. So in the back of my head, I'm like, okay, that could be an option or something. But we're walking all the way to the front. We get to the front. I have my global entry. Ari's got his global entry. And I'm like, JR, shut the fuck up and just go with us. They won't say anything. Because it's like the Mexican guards are there, you know?
Yeah.
And then there's some U.S. guys on the other side, but they don't care what happens. Once you get in, you're in.
Yeah.
And then you have to go through the checkpoint on the United States side.
Here's the thing. I was fucking nervous because I didn't have global entry.
But JR's
so
acting
nervous.
like he's got global entry. He's
Yeah.
I got it too. Like he was trying to psych himself out. But I'm like, do you have it or not? And he goes, yeah. And I was like, what? And he goes, I don't have it. And then he'd crack and go, I don't have it. And I go, what the fuck? And then I was like, all right. And it was very vague the way you were doing it. So I was like, does he have it? Does he not have it? So we're like, but in this point, we're on a mission to get in the country. So we get to that little funnel part. We get in that part. And then I just go up to the guy and I go, hey, man, yeah, we're all global entry. The guy, I think he even said, he goes, you guys global entry? And I go, yeah. And Ari's like, yeah. He puts his head down and walks in. Ari won't say shit. Ari will talk shit to the guys at the door. Ari's that type of guy. He goes, what the fuck? What do you mean? You know, 'cause he's full-on American and feels like I still have that immigrant mentality of like, don't fuck this up, you know? Like whatever. But if it's a border, don't be too much of an asshole, you know? But Ari's like, fuck this shit. Just come on. Let's go. So me and Ari are past. And then dumbass JR, instead of putting his stupid head down and just walking in, he goes, oh, he pulls out, he offers information they didn't ask for.
I know that. As soon as I said it,
they didn't ask for shit.
I was walking in.
They didn't ask for nothing. They just said, hey, do you have it? He could have just followed us and we would have been just fine. They didn't ask for shit. And JR offers up and goes, I have this, but I don't have that. And like he does. It was like, once you've sold, stop selling. My boy Dino says that to me all the time. He goes, once you've sold, stop fucking selling, dude. And this guy, extra, like they already let us in. And he turns around almost. Like we were already in America. And he turns around and goes, but look, I didn't have the. And they go, no. They go, it's not a buddy system. The guy goes, it's not a buddy system. Get out of here. Like he sends JR. He goes, he has to go to the front. And we're like, oh my God, dude. And the line is fucking huge. And so now me and Ari are on one side of the fence, literally the barbed wire fence and shit. And we're looking at JR and he's like, it literally looked like he had to stay in Mexico. He was like, please don't leave me. Like it was so funny, dude.
You came back for my keys.
And then JR goes, then I see him through the fence, like, no, go. And they're like separating us, you know? It was like when they were
like a movie from like.
It was very much a dramatic scene because they were separating us and there's a barbed wire fence and we're like, no, but he's with us. And JR was like, a little tear was coming out of his eye. He was like, fuck, I got to stay here and work and make a family out here. That's what it looked like. And so he's standing on the other side, and then they make us, me and fucking Ari, go to the other side, and Ari looks at me and goes, well, it's cool to know that we can walk through anytime. It's so funny. And then we're like, fuck. For some reason, I thought JR would figure it out. You know, like I was like, all right, it didn't seem so dire. But
I
also,
did figure it out though.
No, but it was also like, okay, at least we still have a show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this audience will appreciate JR got stuck because they don't have to see his fucking garbage material. You know what I'm saying? So it's a win-win. It's in our eyes. So we go, at least we got a show now. No, so we go inside and we're waiting and we're like, fuck. JR calls me right away. As soon as like 2 minutes go by, he calls me and goes, Amir, I have global entry. And I go, what? He goes, I have it. And I go, what do you mean? Because now it's back to that fucking confusing, do you have it, do you not have it? And he goes, I have it, Amir. I have it. It's in the car. And I go, oh my God. And I legitimately was like, fucking perfect. All right, this is going to suck. We're going to have to walk all the way to the car and come back and give it to you. He goes, yeah, just go and get it. And he goes, go and get it and come back. So I'm like, fuck, we'll just walk all the way to the car. I go, okay, let me come get your keys. He goes, yeah, come back and get my keys.
But here, okay, so you want to know my thinking of that?
What?
You want to know my thinking?
Wait, can I explain to the people what happened?
Go.
So basically, I go back to the fucking thing and I go, oh, JR, good thing you have the thing. And then he's fucking handing me the keys through barbed wire. And he goes, I don't have it.
No, I didn't say that. I told you that on the phone. I didn't say that to the fence.
Okay. So on the phone, I go, great. And then I'm like.
And then you walk away. And you're like, where is it? I go, I don't have it. But here's the thing.
Wait, so we were on the phone
when I was on the phone with you. I was being loud enough for the guards to hear me.
Oh, okay.
And go, yeah, it's in my car. Grab it. It's
So
in my
this
car.
motherfucker is doing a one-man play, but he didn't tell me that the curtain has been called.
There wasn't enough time to tell you you're in the play. I needed to fucking do the action needed to go there. And I did it so they could hear it because in my mind, I'm like, I'm going to sneak in the line. And then when I walk through, they're not going to say shit to me because he's going to think I already have the global entry card. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I see a lot of,
I just wanted them to know that I had global entry.
Right, and you were yelling it for sure.
Oh, so they can know.
And he goes, I have it.
Yeah.
It's in the car. I said, great, we'll go get it.
It worked.
And then he hands me the car keys, and I turn around, and apparently you go, I don't have it. And I go, what the fuck? What are you doing? Why are you fucking with me, dude?
In my mind, it makes sense.
Yeah, so we're like, dude, you got to figure it out. Go get one of the line jumpers or whatever the fuck it is and figure it out. And so luckily, my boy JR went and you offered a couple people, right?
I offered one guy who was a dick and didn't take my money.
Yeah.
And then I just turned to the lady right next to him. And in Spanish, I said, hey, let me give you money. And let me sit in line. She didn't say shit. She just took the money.
Yeah.
She just took the money. I fucking went in line. The guy behind me, gave me a little side eye.
Yeah.
But he was like, well, what could he do? You know what I mean? And then, boom, I'm in the States.
Damn, dude. Yeah, it was a little sketchy. But yeah, but the whole thing took like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So yeah, hour and a half probably to go in and come out.
As soon as I walked through the barbed wires, I felt like freedom, dude.
Yeah.
I felt like what a Mexican feels like when they cross the border.
Damn, dude. Yeah, it was what a funny experience though. Like that's the least amount of time I've ever spent in Mexico in one round.
Buddy, when I get in panic situations like that, I offer too much information.
Oh, always.
I don't know what it is.
You do that. You do that in airports and all that shit. It's like sometimes say less is so much more.
But it's, you know what? It's like my family would do that. So it's like something that I fucking absorbed or some shit like that. Like they fucking would talk too much and shit. And I'm like, I know that that's not the right thing to do, but you revert back into childhood and you're like, start throwing shit out. Yeah. You're like, less is more. Fuck.
Sometimes we'll go whatever, like on an airplane. This is sometimes that you do it. We'd be on an airplane, then if you're traveling if let's say you have status with the airline, like platinum status or whatever the fuck, and then the person you're traveling with has no status, but if they're traveling with you, they get to come with you to group one whatever. So I'll be like, JR, just fucking jump in with me. You can come because if you were traveling together, that
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, okay, but I'm with him, and it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's already done. We're already here.
I don't like breaking rules.
Yeah, and he has to explain. Oh no, but the thing, man, I've been fucking just making the show shit for him for years. It brings me with him. Telling him all our history. Last time we played, we were in Arizona together.
I think I did the same thing. When we went to the lounge, we went to the fucking lounge. They had the Sky My Lounge or whatever that shit is.
Oh yeah, or
cool
taking
lounge.
him into the lounges. Or
no,
something.
because you walked in and I didn't know this. He taught me this. At the lounge, everything's free. I'm over looking for where do I pay?
So sometimes you bring a guy and they go, oh, who let this guy in? You know what I mean? They go, who let the guy in? And I have to be like, hey, like a fucking dog. Hey, let's go over here. All right, that was episode 38. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, please subscribe here. You can click right there and subscribe if you're enjoying the podcast. And go to Amircomedy.com if you want to see me live perform in your city. I got some tour dates coming up. And as always, I will add more tour dates as the months go on. So thank you guys so much for listening again. And we'll see you on the road soon.